Greetings everyone. Well, I'll get right into it. What I've got here may look like a tap, but as you may notice, along the edges, the flutes are all ground down. And I've also ground a point onto it. This is because this tap was really old, worn out, was missing some teeth too, and I have a bunch of these taps, over 30 of them, just laying around that are worn out, and I wanted to do something useful. So I decided to make a center punch out of it. I actually got the idea from the channel Switch and Lever, and you'll see the link to the video in the description. But yeah, it's very simple to make something like this. He used an old broken concrete drill, actually, but you can really use any type of tool steel. I think these might be carbon steel taps. I'm not sure. Maybe they're high-speed steel. I'll have to look them up. Maybe I'll put it in the description. But yeah, the basic process is take whatever worn-out tool you have, an end mill, a drill, a tap. You could probably even do this with broken lathe tool bits out of high-speed steel if you wanted. And you just grind off the flutes or cutting edges, whatever the case may be, if you have to. And after you've cut it to length, and then you would chuck it up in a drill, a hand drill, and you'd go up to your bench grinder and set the angle that you want to drill at. You can just hand hold it, or you can draw a line on your grinder's rest to help you gauge it. But just pick not too shallow of an angle, otherwise you'll make a weak point, but you don't need to be super steep either. And then you just hold it against the grinder while spinning your drill to make the point. One thing to be really careful of, especially right near the end there where there's not a lot of material and it's quite thin, is to not let it overheat. I actually was using a knife and tool grinder, one of those Mastercraft specials, so the wheel spins quite a bit slower than a typical bench grinder, and I had a little pot of water next to it that I was able to just quench it every once in a while, and I was really zealous about that, so didn't get any overheating. It's kept its point well. This kind of thing is really great for layout work. It's essential. It's part of any kit of layout tools that you might buy. But the thing is, it's so easy to make it out of scraps that most people will have lying around. If you're only going to be working with soft metals, you can actually just make it out of regular mild steel if you're okay with redoing the point a lot. If you're working in wood, you might not even have to. But yeah, incredibly useful for layout work. I've tested this on mild steel and brass and aluminum, and of course it works really well on all of them. I don't know how it would work on the harder materials because I don't know exactly what alloy this is, but you know, it works on what I work with, and honestly I see myself using this a lot. I might actually make more of them, but this one for now will be good. It's great for so many things. If you're scribing an arc or a circle with a compass, this is great for marking your center point off of which you can place the compass. It's also great for marking the positions of holes that you're going to center drill or pilot drill. It just helps that tip get right where you want it. So anyway, yeah, check out the original video in the subscription, or in the description. I'll be putting out full tutorials or slash overviews of my future projects. I'm rather new to the whole machining thing, so it'll be more like you taking a journey with me, and I'll pass along some lessons learned, and I'll probably be making heavy reference to other YouTubers who have done a lot of this stuff before, because I'll be learning most of my stuff from them, to be honest. So for my sake, give me a like, and for your sake, for updates, subscribe. Bye, Nee.